Alright guys, welcome back to Seeking 87. Isaac and Michael here. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about homelessness. What we would do if we were homeless, and what we think when we see homeless people, you know, all that kind of shit. And, a little side note here, we're working on a clothing brand, so we'll keep you guys updated on that shit, but let's get this episode.
What's up, fellas? Okay, so this is how this episode's going to be going. We're going to be talking about homelessness, okay? Isaac, you got that shit? You ready? You got that in your fucking brain?
It is
you
right.
got that shit? Okay.
It is right fucking here.
So this is how this topic came to light, came into the fucking world and our brains, and we were like, you know what? At least I brought this to Isaac's mind and said, Isaac, we should probably talk about this because it's in my head and I want to talk about it. So homelessness. So I got a new job, a security job, working under the 9th Street Bridge and patrolling around there, and it's basically a homeless shelter with a bunch of tents. And while I was,
it's like the Skid Row of our area,
basically, yeah. So I was walking around and I was looking at all these different types of people and different types of lifestyles that these homeless people were living. Some were completely drugged out, like they just gave up on life and they just keep drugging themselves and they're just up all night, just everything. And then we had people waking up at 4 a.m. and then going to work and then coming back and doing all this shit. And some people were working all night and they would come back and they would sleep. So there was different types of lifestyles. And what I was thinking was like, first of all, like what would I do if I was homeless, and where would I go and how would I live? And a lot of people live in the city because they think, like, or not that they think, but I mean, it's just the normal, like, because that's where they were homeless at and they can't really go anywhere else.
Yeah, it seems natural that a lot of people who are homeless like stick together.
Yeah. And so I was just like, what would I do if I was homeless? And so I was starting to go through the things in my head, like where would I stay in the city and stuff. But then I started to realize, like, you don't have to live in a city when you're homeless. So you don't have, I mean, that's just where you like became homeless, is in a city. But I was talking to a bunch of homeless people and they were telling me like, yeah, I'm from New York. I'm from fucking like Chicago. And I just traveled here just by like walking and like all this other shit. And I was like, damn, they fucking walked. And so what I was thinking, what book came to my head was Into the Wild. Have you read that book, Isaac?
I always get Into the Wild and Call of the Wild fucked up.
Wait, Call of the Wild?
Or Call of the Wild? Fuck, I don't know. Fucking
yeah,
know.
but it's Into the Wild. You read it in English.
Oh shit, yeah. With Chris McCandless. Yeah. Oh,
so,
fuck yeah.
So that guy came to my head, and basically a summary of what happened. He just doesn't think society it should be he thinks that being homeless and being in the wild is the way you should be living, and so he destroys every type of identity that he has, destroys all his money, and he was successful. Like he was in law school and all this stuff, and so he just gets rid of all of his shit, and he starts to live all throughout the land. He starts traveling all the way to Alaska, but then he ends up dying in Alaska because of like cold weather, and like he just was not really like up for fucking Alaska's weather, because Alaska's weather is fucking like harsh as shit. So that came to my head and I was like, man, if I were homeless, I would probably want to live like in the wild, like just learn how to survive just how like our ancestors did, fucking like in the cold fucking harsh weather and shit. And I feel like it'd be so much more peaceful and I wouldn't have to worry about anything because I'm in the wild. Like,
yeah, I feel like you'd be less scrutinized by like people.
Yeah. And so I mean, like, I just feel like that's just how it should be. Like I don't know. It feels more at like peace when
like you won't feel homeless.
Yeah, you feel like normal. Like you're just camping, but for the rest of your fucking life.
Oh shit!
Like it's
so
just
a bear comes and fucks you.
I mean, you just fucking kill it. Like it's just how flight or flight. Like it's just how it is. Like so, I don't know. I would go out to the wild and just fucking live throughout my life there and just fish and hunt and just live, and just maybe I'd bring a guitar or some shit like that, or like something to entertain myself or something like that, and just live throughout the land like that and just travel, and maybe occasionally go back to the city and enjoy a couple stuff or a couple shit or whatever, and just fucking do it. But yeah, that's how I would do it if I'm homeless. So Isaac, now that I said that, do you have any ideas of what I'm talking about? If you were homeless, what would you do?
I get where you're coming from, and that makes hella sense. But I'm actually go opposite. I'm live in the city.
Okay.
Here's my take. I have experience with being homeless because I mean it was by choice though. Like I ran away from home, like I said, And I was actually doing the typical shit. I was sleeping at parks and just literally walking around.
Yeah.
Like, it depends how you look at it, but this is how I looked at it. A lot of people are like, oh, that sucks. Like, they just have to walk around. They can't, drive a car. They can't do anything. And it's like,
Yeah.
it's a really good opportunity to like clear your mind and like really get your mind outside of yourself, like beyond yourself. That's when you really start thinking about just like life outside of your own fucking life.
Exactly,
if that makes sense. So for me, well, you can actually get in big ass trouble for sleeping at the parks.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like, you got in trouble for that?
I almost did. Like, they have the posted signs, like, you can't be there past, I think it was like 10 p.m.
Yeah.
And I was trying to sleep in a slide.
Oh, I did not know that.
So
you slept in like the ones that have covers on the top?
Yeah, the swirly ones.
Yeah.
But I was on the bottom, and I was sitting, and then I decided to lay down. I'm like, I'm gonna try to sleep. It was like about 2 or 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
Because like I had a portable charger. Like I still had my phone, but I heard voices. I was like, oh fuck, people are coming.
Yeah.
Like what is people coming to smoke weed or whatever?
Yeah.
And then I saw a car, and I heard like keys, like chains, and flashlights, and a car drove into the park.
Oh, okay.
It was police.
Yeah.
And they were patrolling to make sure nobody was sleeping because in our city, in our neighborhoods, like people do sleep at the park a lot.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh fuck, I'm gonna get in fat trouble. So I just made myself like as thin as possible, and I put my hood on, and I did not move a fucking muscle. I saw the lights flash like through my eyelids. I'm like, oh fuck, I'm fucked. And they left. They did not catch me.
Do you think they just didn't catch you, or do you think they just left you there?
No, they would probably say, hey, like, you can't be here.
Oh, okay.
And I was just scared as fuck because I'm like, oh fuck, like I wasn't even 18 yet, so I'm like, I have a curfew. I'm gonna get fucked.
Oh yeah, you weren't 18 yet.
So,
you were like,
you're
like 17 or 16, right?
Yeah, I was 16. It was junior. Yeah, I was junior. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that
Dude,
shit
at that time we weren't close. So that's why. It's just I feel like if we were close the way we are now, there's no way you'd be homeless. Like, because I would not let you do that. Especially like, there's no fucking way. I would no way I'd let you do that.
Yeah, that was a dark time.
Yeah, dude, that's just, oh man, that's fucked. But so yeah, that's what. So what would you do if you're homeless? I don't know.
Because of that experience, I'm like, no, that was scary as fuck. I wouldn't sleep at parks. So obviously, since I'd be in the city, I would try to live in the homeless shelter and like try to get the free food. But let's just say I don't get off that easy. Like, I got to do shit on my own.
Yeah.
Fuck, I would probably do a lot of community service in hopes that somebody like employs me.
Yeah.
Or even like takes me in or just gives me a helping hand.
Yeah.
And then like with that, I could, start providing for myself.
Yeah.
Or I could be a homie and bond with other homeless people and like try to help them out.
Yeah, exactly.
Think about that shit.
That's what a lot of them do, especially what I've seen for the 3 days I've worked there. This I'll tell you. So every homeless person I've seen that lives there has a phone. So that's priority number one, apparently.
Yeah, a lot of people, there's a misconception. A lot of homeless people, they get a government issued like phone and EBT card.
Yeah, they get both of those. They get money too.
Yeah,
like free money and everything.
Like enough to cover at least like grocery expenses.
But the thing is that they don't buy groceries. They
go get drugs. Some of them don't.
Or a lot of them do there. A lot of them there.
Yeah.
When you can definitely tell when they fucking get paid. When I was there, it was around like the next day they get paid. So it's like 12 to 1. And so when that midnight strikes and they start going to like 1 o'clock and shit, people are checking their phones and stuff. Like they're up there's a group of people that are up all the fucking time. Like they don't sleep. Like the 2 days that I worked there, like Thursday and Friday nights, they just work. They stay up all day and all night, and they just don't. But during that time, they go get whatever they need, like drugs. They literally go get drugs besides food, and they just fucking drug themselves out. Or some will actually come back with food. Like there's some that actually do care. So
I was gonna say there's. I know. I feel like a lot of people look really down upon homeless people, and it's like some of them can't help it. Some of them,
a lot of them just got into that.
They got fucked. Like life kind of fucked them.
I mean,
or they made a mistake and
The saddest thing that I saw, it was actually last night, because I got off last night, and so I work from 8 to 8, so 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. And before they fucking there's kids. So before they went to sleep, I go from I see kids from around 8 to 12, so they're still up like around that time. And there's a 7-year-old with fucking cigarette, like, and he was smoking a cigarette and shit.
Ooh, shit.
7-year-old, bro. And I was just like, man, dude, like, imagine being a kid, like, living up in this. Like, it's just so fucking rough because you don't really, this seems normal, like, just being around it all the time. But from like my growing up and seeing how, like, you're actually supposed to act and shit, like, dude, it seems so fucking weird that there's a group of people that actually do that. Like, these people act like they're children. Like, they fucking fight over the stupidest things. And, like, we have to kick them out constantly. There's, like, constantly being kicked. People getting kicked out and stuff. Fights constantly going on. And just people fight for the dumbest reasons. These grown people fucking fight for no reason. And it's just like, and these kids see it and they act like it, and they think it's normal to fight over shit like that. And it's just like, these kids are growing up in such bad surroundings, and so it's just,
yeah, like you cannot stop, you can't help but be influenced by your surroundings growing up.
Yeah,
like,
it's
that's just a fact.
It's just like, I feel like if we can catch them at a young age and teach them what, like, as long as, like, they can see what they can get and what they can strive for, I feel like we can stop that shit from happening. But obviously it's not that easy, because if it was that easy, it would have already been fixed by now. Like, but yeah, you can't, what can you do, bro? Like,
yeah, so that goes back to what I was saying. Like, if I was homeless and I was able to help myself, I would say, look, like, you guys can help yourselves as well.
Yeah.
And, you know, maybe help them at the start and then have them kind of get up on their feet and like do stuff.
The only bad thing is that a lot of them, like, were in prison, and a lot of them just cannot get jobs because of just their background of whatever they did, like DUIs and shit. Like, a lot of them just are fucked because they can't get jobs because of what they did in the past. So they're just stuck there. Like I said, like, if I say, like, the example I said, like, in the wild and stuff, that's only if I am just completely fucked. Like, I can't get a job and I can't do anything. And so
that's when you're going to the woods.
That's when I go into the woods.
Woods or mountains?
I'd probably do the mountains, to be honest.
For real?
Yeah, because I don't know, dude. I'll probably just transition both ways, I guess. Like, in the summer, I'd probably go to the mountains, or because it's cooler in the mountains.
You'd be a nomad. You would just move with the weather and shit.
That'd be fucking dope, actually, to be honest. Yeah, I'd do that. Well, I mean, the essentials that I'd probably get first is probably a fucking ruck. Oh, a ruck is a huge backpack, if you don't know. It's like a fucking... Yeah, military use it to carry fucking huge ass fucking loads of shit. So probably a ruck. I'll try to find, like, a weapon of some type, so I can kill and eat my food and stuff, especially in the mountains, and hunt for that. I think those two would probably be the essentials, because then I can start carrying extra shit like water and just all my food and stuff. But other than that, yeah. Or maybe like a fire starting kit or whatever, maybe. But by then I'll probably know how to fucking start a fire. So I don't know. What would you be your essentials if you were homeless? Like, what would you think that
for city or like nature setting?
Both or whatever.
For the city setting, you know, I would think it'd be essential to get that, like that card, like the government issued card, just because you can't. I
mean, yeah,
because when you're in nature, you can, like you said, go fishing, you could hunt.
Yeah.
In the city, what the fuck are you gonna do? Hunt.
I mean,
I'm not gonna say it.
Those people, those people under the bridge, like, there's a river nearby, and they get their food by fishing.
Damn.
So they get, dude, there's people like fucking fish. They get like fucking huge ass fish and they eat it, and it takes, but like, you have to be smart though. You can't eat the whole entire thing that one night, because then if you eat the entire thing in one night, then you got to go fish again. What if you don't catch anything for another couple of days or whatever?
Fuck. I have said this actually a lot of times before. If I was homeless, but I was able to scrape up $10 a fucking month, I would get a Planet Fitness membership. It's 24 hours a day, 7 days a fucking week, right?
Yeah.
That's $10 for, you know, keeping myself healthy, but more importantly, shower.
No, yeah.
And
that's definitely one that,
like, a place to be hygiened. And I'm not gonna lie, I did this like 2 nights. You go into the locker room, and then there's the bathrooms, the showers, and there's like a changing stall for like when you're done in the shower or whatever.
Yeah.
You go in there, you close and lock that fucking stall door, and there's like a bench, and you could fucking sleep. You could honestly sleep at the gym. Yeah. Unless if somebody comes in and says like, "Hey, get the fuck out." You don't think the workers
check that? Do you think
at night
they probably do?
Hell no.
You don't think so?
No, they don't give a fuck.
Oh, they don't?
No.
Oh, I thought they would be checking that shit.
No, I mean if it's like a constant thing, and they say, "Hey, this," if they take note of you, like when you walk in, they're gonna be like, "Hey, he didn't come out in a while," and if they kick you out for trying to sleep in there, then you just go and sit on a machine and go around and say, "Oh, I'm working out," like you know.
Yeah. No, yeah, there's a lot of homeless people that do that too. They do they get memberships and shit, or they just get a day pass and they'll use like some of them actually go work out, but some like then you get like some actually work out, but then they'll use the showers and shit and brush their shit and brush their hair and shit like that.
Like I'd rather do that, and I think it's more efficient than like some people go to restaurants and use the sink.
Oh yeah. I mean, what I would do is I'd probably just jump in the river or some shit, dude. I don't know. Yeah, just jump in the diesel. Dude, it smells fucking horrible down there. It smells so bad, but that's just like, oh my god, it's just so sad that we have to deal with that sort of shit. Yeah, man. Homeless people and like,
you know what's crazy thing about is that some neighborhoods, that's not even an issue. Like they don't even have one homeless person.
Yeah, it's like Beverly Hills and shit, like. And all those neighborhoods up there, and like some neighborhoods there in our fucking town, they don't have homeless people at all. Yeah. The ones on
the north side of
like those fucking huge ass houses, bro, like where the doctors and shit live. Yeah, dude, they have no homeless people there at all.
Yeah, so. like I live in the west/south side of our city of Turlock, and the homelessness ratio is like heavily in our favor. Like we get a lot of homeless people.
Yeah.
And there was like a park where it was like pretty much like the get together, but they installed like new rules and regulations where they couldn't be there.
Yeah.
So now that's when you see them actually going in neighborhoods, going in people's streets.
Yeah.
And honestly, migrating to Modesto to go into the bridge.
Yeah. We have in that sort of like area, we have people from Sacramento, Fresno, Oakland, Modesto, majority from Modesto, because that's like the origin of where it's at. And then some, I want to say, like we had a couple from like New York and shit. Like they travel fucking far, dude. They go everywhere, and it's just freaking crazy, dude.
Yeah,
they travel so fucking far, and it's just like, what else are you gonna do? Like if I like I said, if I was homeless, I would fucking travel the fucking world and be in the wilderness and just see whatever I can see, man. Like travel to the Grand Canyon, because I've never seen the Grand Canyon in my life. So
yeah,
that shit. I don't know.
I think fuck. Well, I mean, it's on the subject of homeless people, but I'm gonna kind of fucking go off right here, Michael.
Go off. Where are you going? Which direction?
It seems like I always have like a mini rant session. Anyways, no, I think like it's important from a humanitarian aspect.
Humanitarian.
All right, this is real fucking talk. I used to be very like inconsiderate of other people's situations, right? So when I would see like somebody
elaborate on that. What are you saying?
Yeah,
oh, that's what you're doing. Okay.
so like with homeless people, right? When I was younger, I would look at some of the younger ones or some of the ones who seemed like more fit, and I would say, why don't they get a job?
Yeah.
And then now that I'm older, I fucking see that when there's thousands of people applying for like one job, no matter how simple the job may be, they're going to give it to the more qualified person.
Yeah.
So if you're not the most presentable, you know, or if you don't have skills or a good resume, you're kind of fucked.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm like, okay, so they can't just get up and go get a job. And on top of that, a lot of people treat them like, I don't know, they're like inhumane to them. Like they treat them like they're not people.
Yeah.
Like when people look away and they like make like a face, like these homeless people are like grotesque, like, oh
yeah,
like that's just fucked up.
Yeah, it is fucked up, dude.
Like they're people, and I'm not saying you necessarily need to help them or like give them money, but don't like fucking run away from them and shit. If they say hi, like there's a lot of nice ones.
No, there's like you keep going. Yeah.
No.
What I was gonna say is that Like I was talking about a bunch of like I was telling my dad about a bunch of stories that I was talking. Like my dad thinks like that area is so fucking terrible, but I'm just pointing out like the two or three people that like actually cause problems, and it's like 2% out of the fucking 98% that live there. So like 98% of those fucking people are fucking great people. Like they're just stuck in some shitty situation. Like they just can't get out of it. And yeah, so I mean, dude, they're fucking great people. And like most of like the percentage of them actually being like mentally ill is like pretty high too. So a lot of them are actually mentally ill and they just cannot work because they just are not able to.
Yeah, that's the other thing I was gonna get to, but like touching back on what you said, it's just another like common misconception. People are like, oh, like ew, fuck that person. Yeah. But like they just say hi, like they actually wave. They're like, you go to the library. It seems like a lot of homeless people like go to the library here.
Really?
I don't know if you noticed that.
I didn't know that. No.
Hell yeah.
I never. Yeah, I don't go to the library.
Like, well, okay. When I would ditch school, I'd go to the library because it was right there, you know.
Yeah.
So I'd go to the library, and during the day, you know, it's the workers and a lot of like homeless people, and they're educating themselves, they're reading.
Yeah.
And a lot of fucking people who think they're better than these people, even though we're all fucking humans, they think they're better.
Yeah.
But hey, this homeless person could be smarter than fucker over here.
Yeah,
you know?
To be honest, like if I didn't have a lot of time, or if I had a lot of time and like just nothing pretty much to do and just wait for responses from jobs and shit, like might as well go read a book or like go learn something that I've never learned or like just work on myself, improve myself. So maybe if whenever I do have that job opportunity, I can put that shit down on my resume.
So like I noticed like they read and like they're nice. They with the books, they actually put them back, like they're organized.
Yeah.
Like believe it or not, like I know when you see them with like maybe a shopping cart or something, you're like, oh, what the fuck? Like that's messy. It's like, no, like they're keeping it organized.
Yeah.
And like they have like a set way that they do things.
Yeah.
And like I remember like being at the parks and I would hear these guys talk. I don't want to say it's like a hierarchy, but there's like a couple people who like new homeless people, like people who are just recently homeless, they go to these people who have been homeless and like know what to do. Yeah. And they ask them for help. So like there's like a set group that helps these people, and these people like help these people, and then they go collect like cans and bottles. And they all come back. Like they all work together. So the main fucking point, right? The main fucking point. Sorry. The main fucking point is people need to fucking fuck off, realize that these are fucking people too, and that if you're in that fucking situation, you wouldn't fucking like it if somebody like basically treated you like you weren't a fucking human.
Dude. There's people that do like experiments and they actually act homeless and shit. And dude, people.
Oh yeah, all those social experiments.
Yeah, like people ignore, like people. Like some people fucking sit there on the side of this. Like there was this one where this pastor of his own church sits outside his church, and he just wanted to see what his church would do, like if there was homeless people outside, or what kind of like things they would do. And none of them did anything. They walked right past him. Like he tried talking to some of them just ignored him. Yeah. Some of them tried to talk, like when they would talk to him, but they would try to like, you know how like kind of walk away a little bit, try to walk away from the conversation because they didn't want to talk to him. And dude, like he walked up to the stage in his homeless like outfit and shit, took everything off, and he said like, I'm actually like fucking like so disgusted by us. Like you guys actually did not help the single homeless person that was outside of the church. And it's like, even my psychology teacher, he did the same thing. He sat next to a homeless person and he wanted to see what it felt like to be homeless and like to actually get the experience because he thought like, how are these people like not getting help, or like they're just sitting there and they're just, people are walking by like there's nothing. And so people just ignore, like people don't acknowledge that they're there, and then it just makes their lives even worse. Like what's the point of even trying when you're on the side of the road and no one's gonna even help you? No one's gonna give you a fucking quarter, like pennies or some shit, dude. Quarters or pennies or some shit like that. And if you don't want to give a homeless person money,
don't be an asshole still.
What in the rule book do you have to give them money? Like you can give them food, like you can give them a water bottle. Like I gave there's normally, when I go back home from school, there's like a good amount of homeless people on the fucking side of the road that come in the middle of the street and they just ask for like water, food, or like money if they can. And occasionally I'll have an extra water bottle or an extra like apple or some shit because I eat like 2 or 3 whenever I'm fucking hungry. And I give them an apple or fucking water, dude. Like it's just like little shit like that, dude. Like you don't always have to give them money. You can always give them food or fucking something else, because they're not always looking for money. They're always looking for that money is sometimes spent how to fucking buy food, and so they just need food or some shit like that. So
yeah, I think people need to have like more faith in fucking humans, because I think a big reason why people want to ignore homeless people and not give them money is they assume, are you just gonna buy like cigarettes and drugs and alcohol? And it's like, maybe they actually want to eat fucking food, you know. So, but you do have to be careful, because I've heard stories, and like Diego was telling a story that I think he went to Vegas or LA, and a guy said, hey, can I have money? And Diego and his buddy were like, for what? And he's like, food. And they're like, oh, we'll buy you food, we'll buy you a meal. And he said, no, give me the money. And it's like, whoa. Yeah. So that's kind of an indicator, like, okay, he's not going to buy food.
He's not homeless. Or either he's not homeless, too. So, I mean.
Oh, that could be another thing. Yeah. Or when you give them, like, let's say $1, and they're like, that's it? It's like, okay, fuck me.
Fuck yeah, dude. Like,
so,
I mean, like, kind of choose who I don't know, dude. It's so.
Well, I say just, like, give them all a chance, and if they end up being an asshole, then it's like, okay. Yeah, I'm never giving you money again.
I gave homeless people money, and sometimes I see them go buy food. Sometimes I see them come back with like cigarettes or drugs or some shit like that. So I mean, that
happens to my mom. She gave a guy who was like shaking and trembling. He was like on the older side.
Yeah.
She gave him $10. He goes in the store, and my mom actually waited to see if he would buy food.
Yeah.
And he comes out with alcohol. I was like, oh, bro.
Dude, but
and my mom was pissed.
Yeah. It's just I did that, and I saw what happened to how the money was spent, and so now instead of giving them money, I actually give them like water or food now. So I don't give them money unless it's like 25 cents. Like if I've been told like, oh, do you have like 25 cents? Or
they say anything helps.
Yeah, like then I give them like maybe $1, like 25. Like I literally, some guy just the other day was like, oh, do you have 50 cents? I was like, oh no, I don't have any cash or any change. But then I went in my pocket, and I was like, oh shit, wait, I actually have 50 cents. So I went back and gave it to him, and I didn't see how the money was spent, but it was just 50 cents. Like it's not gonna fucking kill me. But so yeah.
I wouldn't necessarily say choose who you want to be nice to. I would say just be considerate of every homeless person, because like you said earlier, they could have like, you know, some mental instability.
Yeah.
Especially if you're homeless. Like being homeless as it is, you have no like family, you have nowhere to turn. That could already put you in like a shitty place. And on top of that, people ignoring your existence or being an asshole all the time,
you know what's funny?
That could just fuck you up.
It's actually like some of those homeless people, like their families are just like, they have families and they don't give a fuck about them anymore, because of like
I think that's worse than not having family.
Yeah, because it's just fucked, dude. Like some of them just are. It's just that their families try to help them, and then when like say like back then, whenever the problem was actually occurring, and they were in good terms with life, and then they fucked it up with everything, then their families try to help them and they push them away and stuff. Like that sort of shit happens all the time. So I mean, some of them actually do have families, but that's not to the point where like their families are completely not going to help them because of the way they treated them back then. So yeah, there's just a lot of extra shit that goes on there.
Yeah. Now we talked about what we would do if we were homeless people, but how would you say you would help homeless people?
What do you mean?
Like, let's say you had like you know, financially you could help homeless people however you could. So like you don't have to worry about money. Like you have the money to help them.
Well, I feel like
let me change the question. If you were financially capable of helping homeless people, would you do it? Yes or no?
How? Like individually, I can help every single one of those homeless people.
So let's say for our city, or like general region.
Well, what I would probably do is that, from what I've seen, is that if you put I think this is just me. If you put good together, good things happen. If you put bad together, terrible things happen. I mean, I feel like that's just how it is. Do you agree with me?
Yeah.
So I mean, like if you put bad and bad,
like shit, it's just gonna rub off. And
so like bad and bad, it's just gonna equal to bad shit.
Like fucking AIDS.
So I feel like if maybe if we separate these homeless people and put them in,
Oh fuck!
and like separate them.
Segregation?
No, like that.
Well, that's
No, I'm saying like because like if you put them all in a homeless shelter, like these kids will just grow up seeing, like I said, they'll grow up seeing all this shit and be like, oh, it's normal. Maybe if we separate them and put these, I don't know, put these homeless shelters in like maybe better neighborhoods, or not homeless shelters, but like put these people in maybe a house and put them all into one house, and then like put them in a nice neighborhood where they see and talk with nice people and like good people and good kids, and like and see what a life is if they work hard and they can earn, like if they work hard and earn that shit, they can definitely fucking have a great life. And so I feel like if they just know what they can do and how they're gonna do it to get to a good point in life, then I feel like that's a way that you can fix the problem. Because a lot of these people have given up. Like a lot of them just like, this is my life. I don't know what else to do. So I just feel like if you put maybe good and bad and they fucking clash a little bit, good will come out sometimes, and bad like it's just like a 50-50 shot. Because I don't know, that's just how it is, man. Life is sometimes a gamble, and sometimes you gotta gamble a little bit to get what.
Yeah.
So
balancing and gamble.
Yeah.
If I was into financial liberty too, here's what I would do. Instead of, I mean, I would probably have like shelters. I would probably employ people to school and like educate the kids.
Yeah.
And then for the,
well, I mean, there's free education until like 12 or until senior year, and then what are you trying to say, like college too, or just
no?
Like,
I was gonna say like, and then 18 and over.
Oh, okay.
And then like 18 and over. If money's not like a fucking problem for me, I'm probably gonna start a company where they could work, and instead of like paying them in money, I'll pay them with like food and a place to stay.
Yeah.
So they could be working and be contributing to society. That's probably what I would do.
Yeah. Dude, yeah. There's no right answer. It's just, dude, people have been trying to figure out homelessness for fucking ever, dude. Ever since homeless was a fucking thing.
Well, some people choose to be homeless by choice.
Well, yeah, I mean,
dude,
some people choose to go to the prison. Like, people choose prison over anything sometimes, because, like, you have 3 meals a day. You have a place to stay, security,
shower,
and you have yes, exactly. You have a shower. You have time to fucking go hang out outside and shit, and you get free education.
Place to make some fucking gains.
And gains, dude. Like fucking, dude. Like
some yard gains.
Like prison, dude. It could be. Obviously, it's crazy because
we don't condone going to prison.
I know, but we're just trying to say that people like choose prison over anything sometimes, because like, man, go fucking like. Life is fucking shitty right now. Like, might as well go back to prison, because, I mean, that's sometimes how it is. Like first when people go to prison and they try to come out and they try to fucking make a name for themselves with all these jobs are denying them because they fucking are felon.
Yeah, they can't like integrate back into normal society, so they choose to go back to prison.
Yeah, or they fucking like it's either like. It's almost a plus for them, so they go do crime and they fucking sell drugs and shit and get money, and like if they get caught, well, might as well, dude. Freaking prison's better than whatever I'm doing right now. So I mean,
yeah. I mean, if that's how somebody wants to live personally, I mean,
I would never.
Yeah, but like that's their choice. If that's how they want to live,
yeah.
If that's what's gonna bring them personal like happiness and satisfaction, then I mean, I guess let them do it. Like, I'm not promoting crime or you being homeless or anything, but it's just kind of hard to talk about certain subjects sometimes because you don't want to offend anybody.
Yeah,
like we can give our advice and input, but we can't tell people how to live.
Yeah,
and even if we do, we cannot force them.
Yeah, we're just trying to.
We're just talking.
Yeah, give our talk or give our opinion, I guess, on certain shit. I don't know. I think it was just kind of like, because it was so weird because I've never seen that part of town before, and running into it made me think about a lot of shit. Like, maybe appreciate a lot of my shit that I have. Like, a lot of those kids, like, dude, a lot of those kids just don't know. Like, they just don't know how to fucking live. Like, some of them are just stuck in and just doing shit like all the fucking time. Like they're just stuck in a bad spot. Like I don't know how to explain it, but they're just stuck in a bad spot and they just don't know how to, like they just don't know how to do it. I don't know how to explain it, but
what's weird is that maybe they don't think they're in a bad spot.
no, yeah, that's what
Like
I'm saying.
they think it's
Like,
normal for them.
That's
Is
what
that
I'm
what you're
saying. Yeah, that's what I've been trying to say is that they think it's normal to be like that. Like they think that's just how life is. And then when they run into a person that like is kind of like good, they think it's holy shit, that guy's fucking weird. Like what? Like it's just a fucking trip, man.
The Illuminati fucked everybody by making currency so important.
Dude, oh my god. Wait, what? Like, do you really need currency? Like, do you really? Because what's wrong with just trading shit?
There is societies where it's like straight
saying,
trade
like,
and bargaining.
Yeah, like, I mean, that still is currency, right? You put a value on something.
Yeah. Well,
what is a life like without trading and without like everything is just there? Do you know what I'm trying to say?
like nobody has to make anything or buy anything or trade anything.
Yeah.
Like you can go in your backyard and pick an iPhone off a tree or what?
I'm saying like obviously not in technology, but I'm saying like
excuse me,
like food and like the essentials and shit. Like what if like everything was just free?
If everything was free, no, this is actually a serious answer.
You think what I'm trying to say?
No, I know what you're saying.
Why put a price on something?
Why do things cost things?
Yeah.
I think because whoever made it, they're doing it like, for money.
Yeah.
Because there's only a select few that actually do things and make things and help people out of the kindness of their heart. So if everybody doesn't have that utopian mindset, it just takes one person to fuck the whole system up.
Holy shit.
So
because like you know what I'm trying to say is that like to make so you say you want to start a company, so you built first. What I would say is like you first need a building. You have to pay for the building, and like or let me say this different. So if you want to start manufacturing something, first you need to find the person to make it. Right. And how they make it is they go and buy something from someone else to make that material, and then that person goes and finds the person that makes that material and goes down to the chemical of it and makes that it goes from that stage. So it starts from a chemical to the actual thing, and so that part goes to the person that manufactured it and then builds it all into one thing. So why does that chemical have to be a price tag on it? Like instead of trying to,
I think because not everybody has the education or skill to convert that chemical or
what I'm saying is like why
to the final product.
Like I can't explain this because in my head it makes sense, but I can't because when you make
I know what you're saying. Like so, let's say that bottle right there, I harvested this fucker. Oh, you want this? Yeah, like $10. Like why can't everybody just come and pick it?
Yeah, why? Because, dude, I can't explain it. Like everything could be free.
Yeah,
but we choose not to. You know what I'm trying to say?
No, I get what you're saying, but it would just be hard because there's greedy fuckers out there who are gonna kill people because
I know, but
you want to take my shit?
I don't know if they understand though what I'm trying to say. Is that okay? So everything has a price. I'm trying to make this so that you guys
whether it's money or not.
It. So everything has a fucking price.
Oh fuck.
So if we start from the very fucking bottom, the basics of to where everything is a chemical and you have to make it into whatever. Take all those things and take the price tag away, and you just start doing it like that. Like you just start making a repetition of it.
So mass production is being made and nobody's like getting paid.
Yeah, and so just living.
Yeah.
So like you just live and you just do the shit that you have to do.
Yeah, because there's a bunch of fuckers who don't want to do shit for free. That's the problem.
Oh yes, that makes sense.
So whoever it's basically whoever even before money. Let's go like way back before money was even a thing, right? People by human instincts and emotions and the chemicals in our brain, we wanted to be rewarded for something.
Yeah.
So
I see where the fuck I'm talking
Even with fucking animals, like a dog does something, you know, and it looks at its owner like, look, I did something good. Like, I just took a shit over there.
I know, but instead of giving a dog a treat, some of the what's the fucking word, psychology word for it? Fuck, I don't know the fucking word for it. But like the reward can be just, oh, good doggy, like good, like because a dog,
the like classical
dog doesn't
condition.
fucking know what a treat is if you don't give it yet. Give the treat. So
that's what I'm saying.
Reward is like, good fucking little Scott, like good shit. Like if you give him the emotion and like tell him like, oh great, like then that's the reward.
Yeah.
I don't know why I brought that up.
No, that dog will still do something for a reward, even though it's not like a physical thing, like a treat. It's still a psychological effect. They're still looking for a reward, which is the good boy.
Because I feel like now I see what you're saying now that answer my question. So now I see what the fuck you're saying. Because in my head I was like, I wasn't understanding it, like actually grasping the whole thing. But I know what you're saying now. Because
there's greed.
People are greedy and they don't want to do the little shit. They want to get paid for.
So that's what I'm saying. If everybody was programmed to,
oh shit, now we're going into that book. I know there's a book about that. There's
the Karl Marx shit.
No, it's fuck, what's the book called? I don't remember, but everyone's born in or raised in a fucking machine.
Like the alphas, the betas, and the gammas.
that one.
Karl Marx's idea. Marxism. Like everybody has a set role.
But the book has I don't know what the
and it's not. That's not the title. It's. I know. We read.
But yeah, so everyone has like a fucking, instead of like looking for your purpose, you're born with your purpose. So like you're born with whatever the fuck it, like whatever. Say like Isaac's fucking purpose is to make wood for the rest of his life, and then my purpose is to make gravel or some shit, dude. Like everyone has a certain thing that they have to do in society, and that's what I'm trying to say is that if everyone had like a certain project, everything would be free.
Yeah. See. Yeah. If everybody was programmed to even be the same and not. Basically not have any evil thoughts.
Weird. Like if you think about it, like it's just that's just so weird.
If we were all like that, would we have some of the technology we have now?
No.
Fuck no. I don't think so. Because there would be no need.
No, yeah, because we would. Well, yeah, there would be no need, but would you think there would be any like competition? Because everyone's doing their thing. Like there's no point of even trying to get out of your comfort zone if you're programmed to do that exact.
Well, you could be born with a defect and then.
Oh yeah, that's what the whole book's about.
Yeah, you're gonna fuck everybody's.
I was born with a defect and they wanted to do something else.
Damn, I can't think of the name.
It's like yeah, fuck, dude, I don't know. Type in like high school reads or something like that. I think it's senior year. So yeah, like high school reads, books that you read in high school for senior year or some shit like that. But yeah, the book, dude, it's
Brave New World.
That's it. Yeah, Brave New World. Yeah,
that book was
that book was trippy. Good. That was a weird ass book, dude. Like if you just think about it, what in life if you were born in a category, so like an
I'm about to blow your fucking mind right now, Michael.
Oh, dude, what are you trying to say?
We already are. That goes back to you come from your creator shit.
God.
We just think we have more freedom than we actually do, but we really don't have a choice in what we do in our lives. We just think we do. Fucking hashtag Bandersnatch.
Dude, that Bandersnatch, dude. That whole
these mind fucks that people are like, that's not even a possibility. Oh, or they say what if, and it's like, well, I actually think that's how it is.
Dude, do you know what's fucking great though is that our mind, like we're blowing people's minds. The one comment that I get back from one of our episodes is the dream one. That one fucking is blowing people's minds. Like I got a couple comments, like people text me saying like, dude, that dream episode fucking blowing my mind. Because it's like it makes sense.
Yeah.
And going back on our religion shit, how I said that's an episode that it would be out. You guys would already know about it.
No.
Going back to the religion episode. I was talking to one of my dad's friends, and he hit me with a fucking question that really got me. And he said, "What about the law that separates government from religion or whatever?" the law that says that religion and government cannot be one. So do you know how I said like the government made religion? Oh no, I could have fucking told him that. Because do you know how I said like government made religion so people can be on one path? And
Well, I think religion was made before government.
well, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. Holy shit, I could have just told him that. Fucking piece of shit. He hit me with that, and I was like, holy fuck. My fucking mind.
Okay, well, think about it. It's still, that's bullshit. Law follows religion.
Well, yeah, because
you shall not kill, and it's like killing is against the law.
Yeah.
Why? Because
It's a fucking terrible thing. Like you're taking someone's life.
Because it's deemed immoral.
Yeah.
So.
Oh my god. Yeah, I could have just. I don't know. Because he hit me with that so fast, and I was like, damn, I didn't even think about that. But then now that you told me, I was like, you just reminded me of why the fuck I thought about that. Because religion came before government, and then the government when people were creating life, and people needed a fucking stabilization, and when the government came a thing, the government. Wait, nah, fuck, that doesn't make sense either.
Well, fuck. There's just so many possibilities of how you look at it.
Yeah.
So let's go with what we talked about in that religion episode. I kind of mentioned, what if religion was not made for us? Like, let's say aliens inhabited this earth first.
Yeah.
And we're their experiment and they made us. And we found their, things of religion and we're trying to adopt it. And it's not really for us. And when you die, you see a light first because people who have died and like on the table and came back or whatever.
Yeah.
They say they see a light, right?
Yeah.
So that light is just they're exiting the simulation because we're all just like programmed.
Yeah.
So it's just all light.
Because then now because that doesn't make because now that my theory about government making religion, it doesn't make sense.
Well, before we even started this podcast, we said it's a third party. It can't be government. So we said like Illuminati. Remember, we said there's like some group out there that's working in cahoots,
there's
working in
group.
cahoots
Yes.
with the creators.
Yeah.
That made religion, made government. Yo, fuck that religion episode.
Now that does make our shit make sense. Yeah.
We could have talked about religion so much longer, and like my mom, very very Catholic. So when she asks me questions, she thinks she stumped me. I just fucking answer. I just fucking pull my pants down and take a shit right there on the spot.
That's a comeback right there. Just pull my fucking pants down.
And my mom, like the other person. All right, guys. All right, to the listeners. Do not shut down the thought right away. Like, buy into it and at least hear us out.
Or think about it, too.
Yeah, because if you are 100% on, I'm not going to argue, I have my position, I'm not even going to listen.
You're not going to grow.
How is your mind going to expand, and how is anything we say going to start to make sense or click if you don't even give it?
I personally don't like those people, to be honest.
1%.
that just are closed minded. That their way.
You could be stubborn, but
their way is way. But I don't. Their way is way. What the fuck? No, because I just, dude, you don't just stick with like you won't grow like that. Like you won't. If you have your way and you only go your way, then I just feel like you won't grow. You won't have. The whole point of growing up is when you're a little kid, you go down your path and then you fuck up, or someone gives you advice, then you go down another path that you think is the right way, but then that shit gets fucked because like just life gets in the way, and then all this shit goes around, and then you fucking go start different ways and shit, then it becomes a whole fucking map, and then like you start going down like.
You want to talk about fucking maps and paths, Michael?
Paths, dude. It's just like people's minds, like you need to be open-minded because that's how you grow. And if you're open-minded and you take adversity, you take all these fucking comments, you take all these other shit, then you start to grow as a person. You start to develop different fucking mindsets of different shit.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I don't know how to say this without blowing my own fucking mind. Fucking shit. I'm actually legally insane.
We have reached I think we've reached the limit.
Because you said paths, my mom's always like, there's not just one path. Like nothing's predestined. You have paths. You can make your own choice. And I always say no. Like whatever choice you make, that was the only choice. Yeah. So like, let's say I'm gonna go left or right, and you go left. that possibility of even going right is 100% gone. It is fucking gone. It never existed because you did not take it.
Yeah.
Or at least, okay, the possibility existed, but you didn't fucking take it.
Yeah.
You just have to buy into the creator thing. I don't fucking know. We were talking about homelessness, and
I know now we're talking about this.
Gosh,
dude,
damn it.
that makes. Do you know what's weird? Is like, so.
This is Seeking 87.
Do you know what's weird? If you think about going into the future and like different realities and shit. Where you're going somewhere? Gosh damn it! I was gonna tell you something.
Oh, you're gonna tell me, or you're gonna tell
No. I was gonna see what you think about this. Sorry.
lay it on you?
No. Then you can go to the bathroom after that. What I was thinking is like, so if you're in the future, okay, and you're looking back, say you're in the future and you're looking back, you see all these
stop
different.
you right there, Michael. The future doesn't exist because time is a circle, so there's no past. There's no. Okay, everything's the present. All right, I'm sorry. Keep going.
Okay, so you're in the future, and then you see these different paths of your life. And as you go along and as life goes on, all these paths are getting fucking taken away because you're not going those ways. You see what I'm saying?
So if you're in the future and your choices are being like physically represented by like a map, and you see all these paths, and then you see them like disappear
because like you're choosing those ways, like you're choosing different stuff, and so all those things that could have happened are no longer, like you said, are non-existent. And so that path of whatever your life could have been on if you took that way is completely gone.
For this existence, for this life of you, this version of you, yeah. But so let's say I'm gonna take the left or right. You take the left. You're predestined to take the left in this life, and in an alternate dimension, in a parallel universe,
take right.
You were destined to take the right.
Yeah. Dude,
so if you were able to make yourself divine and look down on you in every dimension there is of you,
dude, what the fuck?
You see all these different possibilities, all these different options of different life choices, and how many different choices do you think you could have made, right?
Yeah.
Infinite.
Dude, that's
so just as there's infinite universes, right?
Yeah.
There's infinite planets where technically we're infinite because fucking existence, everything is made from the same fucking thing, which is like we all come from fucking something. We all come from matter. Like we're all matter, you know?
We are.
Like we're all something.
Yeah, we're all fucking matter.
So technically we're infinite. So there's an infinite one, like there's one of us fucking you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
There's a bunch of shit. There's a bunch of us somewhere.
That's a mind fuck.
There's a lot of us otherwhere.
Not really. It
How
makes
many
sense.
how many dimensions do you think there is?
Infinity.
You think there's, wow. Wait, then how would you wait, what? So the left and right theory, so there wouldn't be.
Okay, well, look at it this way, Michael. You can go left. You can go left. I wish there was a camera. You could go left, right?
Yeah.
Now, what if you go left this much? This much.
Yeah.
And there's that many little spaces in between.
You're actually saying if you literally turn left,
if you even breathe for a millisecond longer, that's an alternate fucking reality.
Dude, that's fucking. Isn't that fucking crazy?
So reality's like bullshit.
When you go into the past and you fucking, if you go into the or is it? It's the past, yeah, and then you'll fuck up the future.
Yes.
So like
so
when you're in, dude, those movies, how you say they go into the past and you don't fucking touch.
Don't change anything.
You've already fucked
up
because you're standing in a fucking spot that probably has never been.
Like you moving has changed like the wind and like
literally those littlest fucking things. Like, dude, isn't that fucking crazy?
So think about that shit. Any little fucking change, like if you. Whether you cut your nails or not, whether you like pick a hair here or not, dude, that's an alternate dimension that's out there.
So when you get like deja vu and all that shit,
it's
from another person. That's from you, but from a different dimension.
That could be from you in a different dimension thinking of what you did. So let's say you're gonna go left or right, and you go left. So that person, you an alternate dimension thinks the same thing.
Yeah,
and they go right. Or something happens like in their life and you're like, oh, what the fuck? Maybe it could be them thinking of where you are now. Or they did and you're thinking of what they did already. Some shit like that.
So our minds are connected?
Yeah, because we're the same thing.
Fuck.
We're not even the same person. We're the same fucking thing.
Our dreams? So do you think our dreams then are connected?
Since I think there's infinite different possibilities to one's life, because through the infinite dimensions, dreams are real. It's just happening to you in a different A different dimension.
So fucking.
So it's just a look in. So technically, you get. You get, I don't want to say like godlike powers, but you know, you get a little bit of divinity when you can look into someone else's.
Dude, fucking crazy.
Oh, why can you look into someone else's dimension? That shit doesn't make sense. Well, first of all, it's fucking you, and second of all, you're all linked because you all have, because your soul's fucking infinite, so you have like an infinite little piece everywhere, motherfucker.
Dude, oh my god, that's just, oh my god, it blows my mind. It almost hurts your head for thinking outside that far.
Nah, it just makes me want to talk about this more.
No, yeah, I mean,
we're homeless in a different dimension.
Exactly.
So those people who are being
Holy
assholes
shit,
to homeless
right.
people, you're a fucking homeless person too. So don't be an asshole.
Crazy. Like, what was I gonna say? Like, when you think about this, well, for the very first time you ever thought about this, it almost hurts your head for thinking about like thinking out so far out. Like you're in your body, but then your brain is like trying to create this whole thing, and then you're trying to like to expand more on it, and it hurts.
For me, I just say in my mind, I just say, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Because that shit is like insane. It's fucking insane.
Crazy.
This is what I do. I'm doing it again, just thinking about it. I just like rub my fucking head, and I'm just like, oh,
yeah, because my head's starting to like kind of hurt thinking about it so much, because like you're putting yourself in a different. You're literally trying to think about another place that you've
where
never
you exist.
That's where you like. But it almost,
holy shit! Holy shit!
connects.
Holy shit! I told my mom this. Or I forgot. I say this shit to everyone. You fucking cannot. You cannot create something that did not previously exist. So when you close your eyes or you dream and you fucking think of something and you're like, whoa, I created this thing. I thought of this shit. No. It's fucking real already. It's just elsewhere. You know what I mean?
Oh, wait.
Like, you cannot create something.
You slap me in the face with this. Now I gotta catch up.
Creation, we think we create something, right? Like, you close your eyes or you go to sleep and you dream, and you're in this weird fucking, like, it's you, right? And you're in this, I get a dream. You're in a fucking dream. Yeah. And you're like, whoa, dude, I just, like, thought of this I dreamt this weird thing. Like, how could my mind create that? Well, you didn't fucking create it.
It's already created.
It's already created. It already exists elsewhere in a different dimension.
Dude, if you think about it, every single second of the fucking world, holy damn it, dude. There's you can't even count how many different dimensions there is.
Exactly, there's infinite.
Dude, there's so many.
And there will forever be.
Because there's probably like, oh my.
As one is gone, another one is created.
Oh my god. Because I turn this way, I could have been turning this way. That's another dimension that I've already created. Yeah. Oh my god.
And by you saying that, you already created a different reality for this life.
We can just do that the entire time. Just like
I know.
I just moved that.
And my brother's like, that's kind of like a cheesy argument. It's like, no, but it makes fucking sense.
Yeah, it's true though.
Yeah, see, I mean, exactly. It's true.
It's fucking true. It has to be true, dude.
Holy
because you
dog shit.
I mean, has scientists given us an answer on like deja vu?
I don't know. I've never looked it up, but here's my number one go-to argument. Sure, you can't prove it right. I can't prove it right, but you can't fucking prove it wrong.
Exactly, because who's gonna prove it wrong? You can't. We're just not that far. I mean, we should be. We're probably, because what I've been told, or not what I've been told, what I've seen in the documentary, we should be a fucking 100 years ahead of where we are right now. But
like, dude, your mind will always outrace what you can like physically produce.
Our mind is fucking, oh my god.
So like you and me right now, Michael, we could think of fucking flying cars. We could think of some crazy shit.
Yeah. But
we just can't put it into existence.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh my god.
So like our minds will always just fucking, that's what, you know what? Our brains are fucking parasites, honestly.
Oh shit.
What if when you hear your own voice in your head, it's not even you?
What do you mean?
Like it's like your creator. So like when you think to yourself, like say dick cheese in your head right now. Like you didn't, you think you said that, but that really wasn't you. Like your brain's not you. Like you're not really being.
Isn't that weird how you can say shit in your head?
That's what I'm fucking saying. Somebody's up in that motherfucker.
I know, but how is there someone out there when you thought about it?
Your brain is the meeting place. It's the center for all of your infinite
Well, yeah, of
beings.
course it is.
It's your existence.
Yeah, because that's where everyone meets. That's that's what's linking us to every single one of our dimensions.
Oh shit!
Because in a dimension or a different dimension, my leg is gone, and so obviously that's not a link because it's not.
This is fucking insane. Your leg is gone. All right, in an alternate dimension, this toe's gone.
Yeah.
And another one is just this one gone.
That's what I'm
this
saying.
one gone. And like this little bit of the toe, and then this little bit of the toe, this little bit of this toe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The slightest fucking change is an alternate dimension, and there's infinite fucking changes.
Wait, so would you say which one? Oh my God. Wait, so then would there be the dimension?
Like one, just fucking the main one.
Yeah, would it be this one? Because
to us it's this one. Okay, but
because there's a dimension where I'm like, damn, I wish I had my fucking leg.
Yeah.
I have both my legs.
So I don't think this is the center. I don't think I'm the main existence and being of myself, because I'm able to think outside and think of the other me's. So I know I'm not the center of it.
Oh,
I don't think there is.
My fucking God.
I don't think there is a center, but all of us put together, the infinite amount of us put together, is the center.
So you're saying that there is one dimension that is the one that we dream of being in. Am I even talking? I think I'm talking too far away from my mic.
Say that again.
So there's in every dimension there's something wrong.
Well, it doesn't have to be wrong. It could be better or worse.
Fuck, dude, I can't even.
Something different.
What I'm trying to say.
Something different. In every dimension, there's something different.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I don't know what I was trying to say.
Oh.
Fuck. That confused me. I got to the point where I was so confused that I actually started saying different shit. Oh God.
Dude, we don't even research this shit.
Dimensions, because the dimensions are real. They're real.
Yeah.
Because how the energy thing that that the documentary showed us, that just proves that dimensions are real, and there's different realities. Oh God, there's a reality where Earth is not even a thing because it got destroyed by something.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
So there's an existence where us physically is the exact same, but this carpet is missing one little lint.
Or this carpet's like a different color.
Yeah. Or it's a different color just right there, or just that little fur is a different color, or there's a little lint right there.
Hey, you can do that for everything.
You could do that forever, and because you could do that forever, that just proves that there's infinite realities with you in it.
That's just crazy.
Holy fuck. Gosh damn. Holy shit.
That went from homeless people to fucking.
I could tie this right the fuck now. Well, I already said, we're homeless in a different reality, right?
Yeah.
So these what ifs aren't really a thing. It's happening somewhere else. Think about that.
Yeah, they are. So what ifs are, that should be one of our designs on our shirt. What ifs are actually, how would you say that?
Maybe we could just put what if.
What if ... Oh my God.
Dude. This is fucking Seeking 87. We're gonna do this shit quite often. I can tell.
we will talk about topics, but then we'll talk about other shit. It's just like
this is natural.
One thing goes to another, because one thing goes to another. That's all I'm gonna say. One thing just leads to another, and you can talk about different shit, dude. Life's why is life a cycle? Why does it have to be in a circle? Why is it why can't it be a triangle?
Our theories.
Why can't it be just a line that's continuous? I mean, isn't that what
there was silence because you kind of.
Isn't that what we personally think what it is? A line is just.
Okay, if it's a line, it's
because everything is
going forever this way and that way, right?
Yeah, because
it's going forever.
Because the line is the past, and then there's the future.
So since the line is going forever, there's no break. Where does it meet?
It doesn't meet. Because life goes on until life ends.
That's why. So a circle.
Oh,
so a line that never ends is a circle. Fuck.
Unless it's the timeline
of existence.
Holy fuck! Imagine that. No, think about this, dude.
Who made existence?
What if life is a timeline?
It is.
I know, but if it's a timeline, then it can't be a circle. So life Dude, oh my god, I can't even.
Like you can't even imagine a line that goes on forever.
I'm trying to.
I think a circle is like, it does represent a line that goes forever. So you know what I mean? I think that's like why a circle was made.
Well, you can't even cut a circle that, I mean, you can, but
because a line that goes forever, this way and that way, if there's no breaks and it's infinite,
yeah,
it'll meet somewhere.
No, it won't. It can't be me. Imagine. And
I know you're saying, fuck, you're fucking me.
Because all right, if you're on planet Earth and you run one direction, you'll obviously meet that same thing. If you just keep running that same direction and everything was flat and you just keep running, you'll meet somewhere. But I'm saying, like, if you're on a flat plane, and it stretches
plane of like existence, like existence, like just existence,
and you just run in one direction, you're not gonna ever
reach that.
You will never reach the other side.
Yeah, that's true. I think that's like with like a circle too. You'll never reach the end.
Yeah, you'll just repeat it.
No, like if the end is like moving and you're like chasing it, like you'll never reach it.
Oh my god! So you're saying the circle's moving as we move along?
Yeah. So like everything moves within that circle.
Dude, that's no.
Or how we'll be here in this life the exact same way. Oh, that's
my head's starting to hurt.
That's the circle.
If it's never ending.
No, I get what you mean. Like with the infinite line, that shit's insane to think about too.
Because
I think it just however you want to represent it, because both are infinite.
Yeah.
Fuck,
dude. Or the infinity sign is actually life.
Dude, infinity is the most amazing fucking thing to ever exist.
Who came up with the infinity?
The term or infinity itself?
Oh my god!
Here we go.
Because isn't space infinity? Like
space is infinite.
Yeah,
it's.
Or I mean, no, it can't. According to Austin's theory,
space to me, space is existence. Because you can't keep going up and up and up and up and reach nothing. Nothing does not exist. Like you will keep going, and going and going and going. You can go forever. Like if you're able to, you know.
Do you think if you go far enough in one direction that it'll actually
reach heaven or hell? No.
No. I'm saying like repeat itself. Actually, think about this. If say there's a direction for future and past in space, do you? No, never mind. I'm trying to say what science. I heard this. Scientists think that if you go far enough in space, and you'll almost reach the beginning of time. So do you know how like space is expanding?
Yeah.
If you go far,
so you'll go back to the origin.
The origin.
You'll only go back to the beginning of time for this space, but there's a completely different space and universe elsewhere that you cannot even reach and access.
There's so many. Oh my god.
So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can't. I'm starting to. I really can't start. I'm starting to not be able to comprehend what we're talking about. Like,
what the fuck?
Because our brains are literally not able to comprehend some of the shit that we talk about.
Like, you can't imagine. You can't create a new color. I think Austin said that. Like when you close your eyes or like just think of a color, you can't. That goes back to what I said. You cannot create something. You can't create something because if you think you did, it was created. It was created elsewhere.
Dude, you literally can't. You can't create a different color because there's every color is in the color wheel. Holy shit! Yeah, you can't. What kind of fucking color can you not? There's gotta be
exactly. You could blend a couple colors.
Even the shit that you see like everywhere in the fucking earth, that color has already been like.
Yeah. Or let's say, how about I create a new company that doesn't exist on Earth? Okay, it could exist in alternate dimension.
Yeah, dude. That's so fucking hard to think about. A different color. That behind my fucking TV is making every single color known to man. Well, it's transferring over into different colors.
Yeah.
So like as it transfers, it's running through every color.
Yeah.
It's just running through the main colors right now. Holy shit, dude! You can't even think about that. You can't. Your brain can't even comprehend a different color.
It can't.
Even though there is a different color out there, there's got to be.
You can't picture invisibility. That's the only color that doesn't exist because it's not a color.
I mean, invisibility is everything.
Okay, so imagine there was nothing.
I know.
Like, close your eyes and picture nothing. I mean, you could picture all black, but that's not nothing. That's all black.
I mean, isn't black the absence of color, and which is absence of color is nothing?
Invisibility is the absence of light and black and darkness.
Invisibility is?
Invisibility is you cannot see, right?
You see through it.
Exactly. So imagine if everything's invisible. You can't picture everything being invisible. You know what I'm saying? Because if everything is invisible, everything in existence, what are you going to see? Not black, not white, because everything's invisible. You know, you get what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, we can't even comprehend what that would look like.
I literally tried so hard thinking about that, and I can't even answer that question. Like, I don't know. Like, what?
Exactly.
Like, if
you could picture a world of all white, right?
If you took everything away, what would you see?
You wouldn't see white. You wouldn't see black.
Darkness. We would just be
nothing
floating there. What do you mean?
Exactly. Nothing.
Like, what color would that even look like?
No color.
Dude,
imagine no color. And white.
Everything's just black and white.
No. Not even black and white. I'm gonna deem those colors for this. Picture no color, no black and white. Exactly. You like no human could think of that.
Like, because you can't even say black and white because.
So imagine nothing everywhere. Fuck. You can't, like, that shit's insane. You can't even think of that.
Nothing everywhere. Because what do you consider this nothing?
Like, technically.
No, you can't, because this is oxygen and everything that's in the air. So where can you find nothing?
That's what I was gonna say.
Oh God,
that's what I was gonna say.
Scared.
This is gonna sound funny, but nothing does not exist. Nothing doesn't exist.
No, that's true. Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
Like, nothing.
Because it's nothing.
Not nothing exists. Nothing does not exist.
The word,
if you know what I'm saying.
The definition of nothing is nothing exists.
Nothing exists. Like,
the absence of existence.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Existence. Fuck.
Oh my God.
Are we fucking aliens yet?
Oh my God. Nothing. That's got to be another short thing. Nothing equals absence of existence.
Like, you can't even comprehend that shit.
Oh my God.
You could mentally, like, comprehend it, but you can't even see it in your mind.
Dude, that just makes me even more afraid of space. What is?
See, but space is dark, right? With lights and planets and shit. Take away the lights, take away the planets, take away the stars, take away the blackness.
Well, you can't take away the blackness because that's...
Exactly. Fucking exactly. And that's what I'm saying. Imagine a world where there's nothing. You can't.
Oh my...
I apologize for that noise.
What if it's
Fuck.
Dude, what if this is just a fucking playground?
It is.
Like, this is like the literal universe is like a fucking
universe or existence?
It's in a box, and then there's someone just looking inside.
That's theoretically life. That box is life, and who's looking inside is your creator. It's supposedly God because he's infinite.
Oh my God.
So here's what I'm getting at.
An infinite box of space.
You could fucking think, right? You could be like, you could think of the biggest thing in the world. You could be like, oh, a universe, a galaxy, right? Fuck that. That's small compared to existence. Dude. Because existence itself is infinite.
We are so tiny.
Yeah. For people who think they're the shit, how about that?
We are a fucking, like... Dude, you can't even say we're fucking sand. Like, we're literally like a cell. We're not even that tiny. We're way more tiny than that. What would you compare ourselves to? For the entirety of universe, We can't. There's no fuck. You can't.
That's another thing that you can't can't comprehend how small you are compared to
we would be
infinity.
invisible.
Almost, but we wouldn't be because we exist.
Yeah, because
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
we'd be a 0.00 like fucking
infinite zeros and then a one.
Well, how would it be? How would it be infinite? If it's infinite zeros, it can't be like, you know what I mean? Like, it would go on forever. Where would you put the one?
Exactly. Like, it's something you can't put to scale.
Dude.
That's just
point like, dude. You can't even do concilion.
You can't even say
quadrillion.
Fuck your mom a zillion.
Google a zillion, 100.
That's not big enough to describe infinity.
Oh my God. Have you seen like the videos of like comparing it like Earth,
and then it like zooms out,
and it keeps zooming out until like they whatever we have not even reached is still.
Yeah. So like there's like that scale, and people are like, oh, that's big as fuck, and it's like, but they stopped. You can do that forever.
You can.
Like we can't even. So if people who don't believe in like aliens or some shit.
You
how
you have to. There's no way. We're in a day and age where aliens do exist. Like everyone believes in them. You can't.
The geese are honking.
Yeah, you can't. If you find a person that doesn't believe in aliens, please come and tell them.
We're gonna bring them on the show.
Because they're an idiot. They're an idiot.
Wait, well, okay. Wow,
they're an idiot. You telling me we are a point fucking and you're telling me there's not one planet on the absolute fucking.
It doesn't even have to be a
universe, because universe is literally everything. You're telling me everywhere in the universe there's not one planet like this. And in our solar system, scientists have seen at least 4 examples of fucking planets that could be what is called life on them.
And you know what's insane? To us, this Earth is big, right?
Oh, hell yeah.
There could be a microscopic planet that you can't even see, but it exists.
Oh, yeah.
You can't say it doesn't exist because you can't fucking see it now, can you? Dude. So how are you going to deem it doesn't exist?
Like,
when there's a possibility.
Like, Uranus. Not your asshole. You're fucking the planet.
Uh-huh.
Who fucking named that planet? Uranus? Like the people that named the sperm whale. Why the fuck would you call it a sperm whale?
Fuck, I don't know.
Fucking idiots. Uranus and sperm whale.
Well, who named the sperm cell a sperm? Oh. And who named the cell a cell?
Yeah.
Who named oxygen oxygen?
What is a sperm?
It's a cell of cum.
I know, but
like if you were to chemically
where do these people
break it down, like where
do these people get these words from? Like when you this is me. Okay, what I'm trying to say is like it got to a point where when you think of sperm, you think of cum, and when you think of
little white thing with the little squiggle,
yeah, you think of that.
It's a sperm.
And then when you think of like whale, you think of a whale. You know what I'm saying? Like they made these names that almost match what the fuck they're called. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like a whale got to a point where like we can't physically compare the word whale to something else. You know what I'm saying?
Because a whale is a whale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It got to a point where like we have no idea what the fuck like
a whale could be called a sperm and a sperm cell could be called a whale.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how do we know? How do we know that we did it right? Like, you know what I'm saying?
We're taking one person, the person who created the name. We're taking their judgment. Like that's fucking
just
insane.
I'm gonna call this a whale.
Like, now, who invented speech in the first place?
Dear God,
I'm not even gonna go there.
Like, speech has been for life everywhere.
How do you put oohs and ahs together to make the word
ooh?
Just like noises, you know, like just one syllable noises.
Yeah.
How do you put those shits together and say,
yeah,
shorts? They're like short versions of pants. Like, what the fuck? How did oohs and ahs turn into fucking, speech?
Shorts.
Fucking shit. We are so intelligent compared to the first living organisms.
Shorts. We literally speak to each other to a point where we can comprehend, to a point where we can get to a point where we're at right now.
we understand each other.
Like, understand to a point where, like, nothing is the absence of your or existence or whatever what I said.
And if you think you could create a new word, that word exists somewhere else, and it could mean what it mean. What something means here.
Do you think there's an existence where a whale means something else?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Because there's infinite realities.
Whale. I can't imagine a whale being something else.
You blow these people's minds, and
I don't even know what to say anymore, to be honest.
Start talking about maybe bring it back to the homeless people in your job.
I fucking have no idea where to go from there now. Like, it's just, if you just think about it, life is so fucking weird. Like, oh my god, we are weird fucking humans. Human is such a weird thing. But you know what? It's been a good talk, dude. We've been talking for a good amount of time. And while Isaac's in the restaurant, we will talk about our t-shirt designs. And we've been talking about that. We've been talking about different things that we're going to put on the shirts and stuff. But we also want your guys' input and what you guys want us to be putting on them and stuff like that. So give us some feedback on that kind of shit, dude. But yeah, so we're going to be starting a t-shirt design or t-shirt, or we're going to start that shit, okay? Because it's been Isaac's dream to fucking design t-shirts and put them out there. And it'd also be pretty cool, dude, to fucking have people ask, oh, what's Seeking 87? And then we tell them, oh yeah, it's our podcast. You want to go check it out? And like, it's a way to get our name out there a little bit more too. So yeah. And I'll take this time to also say that I've been loving the fucking feedback on all of our episodes and stuff, man. I really appreciate it, bro. It's awesome, dude. It's awesome to see that type of feedback and stuff, because me and him never even expected this to get to the point where it's at right now. Like we were just saying, in total of all of our episodes, that the first 5 that we put out, it accumulated to about 200 people have watched it, and it's fucking awesome, dude. Like, I think I've only listened to each of them once, and that was, or a couple times, because we were listening to it to make sure that was good. Like we'd go through a process before we actually upload this stuff. We record it, then we re-listen to it, and then as I edit through all this stuff, I re-listen to it again to make sure that it's good. And yeah, so we go through a huge process, and so it really means a lot for you guys to have our backs on a lot of this stuff, and also give us some feedback, because dude, some of the stuff we talk about is fucking insane. So I think it's cool to get your guys' feedback on some of the stuff we talk about, because golly, dude, we talk about some crazy ass shit. All right, he's coming back. Everyone, shh, everyone, come back. Shh. Hey, buddy, how you doing?
Hey.
I can't wait to get a camera, dude. It's gonna be so much better, because then, like, we'll see you come back and we can just, I don't know. Yeah, so
shit.
Cameras and shit, dude. I can't wait to get a fucking camera for this podcast.
Then you could see how riled up we get when we talk about shit.
Dude.
We get all fucking
shit.
Especially when we like blow our own minds.
Yeah.
We're like fucking like
But yeah, so I was
where do I put my hands?
Yeah, but I was telling him that, dude, we've been talking for about an hour and 20 minutes. So I told him about our t-shirt design stuff.
Oh.
And what we were thinking about and stuff like that. So yeah, hopefully sooner or later we'll get a fucking video camera and then start recording some of this great stuff. And I've been thinking about it. We're gonna put the camera like right there.
Yeah, I'd probably have to move like.
Or yeah,
or if it has like a wide enough zoom,
or like I was thinking about just putting it right there, so we don't have to move any of it, and I don't know, it'd be pretty chill to put it right there. But so yeah, so recap on all of this shit, bro. Homeless people. Where do we even begin from there? Like, how do we recap that? To
recap, don't be an asshole. They're humans too. Even if they're not polite or they might not be the most approachable, don't be a fucking asshole.
Shit. Also, if you were homeless, what would you do? Put a comment down below on that.
Shit.
I want to know. I want to know what you would do if you were homeless, and how would you live, and what would you do, and where would you be, and do all that shit, dude. Yeah, so homeless people, be good to them. You don't always have to give them money, but an app and replace money, give them fucking food or water, some shit like that. And then I don't remember how we even came from homeless people to what the fuck we even talked about. So whatever we talked about, nothing is the absence of existence. Space is either a circle or a straight line that goes on forever. Yeah, I don't know how else to fucking recap all that.
That's fucking me up. There's a reflection on that picture frame, and it looks like somebody in a hood, like a black figure wearing a white hood.
Yeah, I see it.
That's fucking me up right
now. Don't think about that. But I'm
scared.
Do you have anything else to say, Isaac, about this shit?
Nah, this episode, you can definitely be split in half. We talked about like two pretty different things.
Yeah. Also, if you guys get to this point in the episode, comment down below if we should start cutting our episodes in half, or do you like the hour long and all this just conversation? Because we get two different things. People like listening to it like in cuts and different parts, but we also hear that they like getting the hour long, so then when they listen to it, they can stop it and then they can continue it later on, when because a lot of who listen, they're at work and they're driving places and stuff, and they like to listen to it. So we get different feedback on that. So make sure just give us some more feedback, and we'll get to more of you guys' needs and stuff. But yeah. So Isaac, you have anything else? I don't know if I asked you. But.
Probably gonna end every episode like this. Comment now, follow now, because while we're still small, we'll get back to you.
Oh yeah, we'll fucking get back to you, dude. But other than that, dude, make sure you guys follow us on Twitter. Twitter, we have a Facebook page, but I'm still working on it. I don't know. Twitter, fucking YouTube, SoundCloud, iTunes is now officially up. We have one on iTunes, so just look up Seeking 87 Podcast, and then definitely get that shit going. And then so if you guys have any other questions, make sure to email us. And my computer just fucking tweaked out. If you guys want to be on the fucking podcast, make sure you guys email us. And then if you guys need any other fucking questions, please email us at seeking87podcast@gmail.com. And so Isaac, one last word before we get these fucking people out of here.
Or it could be like the other episode. Even if you guys don't want to personally be on, but you want to hear a certain topic, let us know.
Yeah, email us on that too. Or DM. Oh, we also have an Instagram. I don't know if I said that, but Instagram. We have a bunch of that shit. So yeah, you guys have a fucking wonderful morning, afternoon, and evening, and we'll fucking see you on the next episode.